Do you understand what we're saying here? Isn't it clear? Don't you want to just focus a little and see what happens? And once you get that rolling, in other words, it doesn't take very much for you to show yourself what this thought yielded in order to start having other thoughts. Everything that is important to you, relationships, money, clarity, a fortune, not just money, ease in your life, a world that yields to you, all of that, you can be or do or have anything that you desire as long as your marbles don't contradict your desire. And what we're saying to you is that when this time-space reality gives birth within you to the desire, that goes into your vibrational reality vortex version where your inner being is focused upon that bag of marbles, and the law of attraction is already gathering the cooperative components. It's mostly already done. And furthermore, what we are pointing over here into this vortex, which seems to you like it's future experience, that's not future, that's present tense for your inner being. You ask and it is given. Someone should write a book. You ask and it is given. It is done. It's done. You ask and it is given. It's done. You've just got to find some way of cajoling yourself, of teasing yourself, of making a game out of something. You just got to find some way of not believing. You just got to find some way of at least letting it sit there while you get yourself ready. At least anticipating that it's coming. When we say to you, the cooperative components have been gathered, sometimes we just like to zap you for just a moment of that understanding. We tried it with a few people, but it hurt them too much. We just want you to feel the realness of what you've asked for instead of practicing the not realness of it. Because you think that what's manifested so far is present tense. It's not. That's past tense. That's past tense. You're already over here. Your inner being's already over here. So you got some choices in every moment. You're going to go to that party and remember the last conversation you had with that person that you didn't get along with. You think it's future, but it's past. And the reason it hurts you so much is because you moved past it, but you're not letting yourself go there. Life is supposed to be fun, and life is responsive to you. And when you finally own that you are an emitter of vibration that has control over the vibration you emit because you care about how you feel, so you're practicing it more and more, and then you come into a room with hundreds of people and you get a new fresh book in your hand and you write, I'm going to be in the hot seat, and then boom, you're in the hot seat. And you hear the room applaud for you. They're glad. You wave like the princess on the float. It was all the cooperative components that had already been gathered. We were all in on that vibrationally. And the money you want is the same thing, and the relationships that you want is the same thing. Everything is the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. The law of gravity, it's the same thing. Isn't it? Don't you expect it to be? Don't you expect to fall down, not up? Don't you expect it to respond to you in a consistent way? The law of attraction is responding to you in a consistent way. And just like you learned to fly an airplane, just like you've learned to use gravity in all kinds of helpful ways to humanity, you can adapt to the law of attraction in all kinds of helpful ways for yourself. And the biggest thing, the biggest piece is when you finally get it, that the other people who have affected you, we know they have, and still are affecting you, we know they do. Biggest thing happens when you let all of them off the hook because they are where they are and they can't help where they are.